Okay boys, so in today's video I'm going to be covering 3 tips that help beginners when they're trying to move on in the trading levels. Let's get into it. Hopefully I can help you in this video. Really quickly though, before I do begin, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, turn on notifications on, like the video, comment down below what kind of videos you want to see in the future, and don't forget to drop my Twitch a follow. The link will be down in the description. Okay boys, so tip number 1 that I'd like to give you beginners out there is quite a simple one, but it will take a little bit to wrap your head around it. So it is when to buy and when to sell players. Now this can have a number of factors that change the course of the week. It could be maybe 2 weeks you keep holding your players, maybe it's a few days, maybe you sell every other day, who knows. But the main things you need to learn are the times to sell. So players' prices will drop depending on the supply. So for example, weekend league or rival rewards, whenever they come out the night before, players' prices will drop quite drastically because a lot of people, pretty much everybody who's been playing the game, will be getting either tradable packs or untradable packs. So their tradable cards that they have at their disposal will be sold if they pack a card they already have. For example, if you have an N'Golo Kante that you've bought for 190k, you may pack him in your rewards, you sell him, and there we go, bang, you've got an untradable one. That's the base premise for every single card on the game pretty much. Obviously, the cards that aren't in packs won't be affected as much, but the cards that are in packs, so gold cards or any promo cards during them weeks, them kind of things, they will always see a drop-off point. Now, moving on, we want to talk about when to actually buy your teams, when you want to be buying players that you want to try. Now, I like to always try and buy my players during this drop-off point. So we have the night before champs, we have Saturday, Sunday, for example. Them kind of days when people are opening a lot of packs, maybe there's a new promo out, people are opening hella packs for that. You want to go check the players' prices basically on Futbin. If you didn't know, when you click on a player on Futbin, there is a little thing underneath the actual price bit that says market sales history. If you check that, you can see how many have sold for what price in the past week or so. So you can just go through that, have a look, see what the player's been selling for. Obviously work out the tax because it's a 5% difference. So if you think they're going to rise by 5%, you can always go ahead and buy them. But yeah, I like to always buy during these drop-off points when people have got rewards, or at 6 PM when people are opening packs. But you can also mix this in with something like sniping, for example, which I'll cover a little bit later in the video. Okay, so tip number 2 that I want to give you guys is understanding your budget. Now, what do I mean by this? So, for example, one thing that I like to do is plan out what kind of investment I want to do. If I've got a low amount of coins, I'm not going to be going for some super risky investments and things like that. The cutoff point that I like to use for the different budgets that I have is anything under 30k is a low risk investment. Anything from 30k to 100k budget, I like to do some medium investing, so they can be a little bit risky but the higher payout. And anything over 100, I like to use not necessarily risky, but some more out there and expensive players. So for example, if you have less than 30k, you don't want to be going out and investing in one card, right? You want to be investing in a bunch of cheap cards. So for example, there might be a marquee matchups that you know is definitely going to drop with a certain club in it. You then go and invest in some of the medium rated cards in that team that are under 1,000 coins, for example. 30 cards, if you get all of them to go up by 1,000 coins, 30k profit easily. So it's just like that, right? So you just want to be making sure that you're budgeting and doing investments that make sense for your own budget. Okay, so now that I've got most of the fundamentals out of the way, let's go over some of the methods that we can use to make coin. Now, with the first method, I want to go over sniping. Now, what is sniping, you may ask? Sniping is when you refresh the market over and over again with either a certain player or a certain filter. So it could be like Manchester United England player, or like Brazil PSG. It doesn't matter exactly, but what sniping is you're refreshing the market, so you're tricking the game into refreshing it and refreshing it and refreshing it simply by setting your max bid price to 15 million coins using R2 or RT, and you have your buy now price at whatever price you want them to pop up for or below. right? So say for example, the English Man United players are 5,000 coins. You want to snipe them at 4.5. You set your max buy now at 4.5. You put your max bid at 15 million and you scroll backwards and keep scrolling down while searching, right? So you just hover over the max bid, you keep searching, and eventually a card will pop up. And that is essentially what sniping is. You're just waiting for cards to pop up, and once they do, you've got to be quick, you've got to quickly go buy now. That is one of the methods. The only downside to it is if you go too quickly, or sometimes if you're sat there for too long, you do get kicked off Ultimate Team and you have to do like a capture thing. Don't worry though, it's nothing that's going to harm your account. It's just EA's way of saying, listen, are you a robot? Then you just reply, nah mate, I'm not a robot, I'm just good at sniping. So I do have another video over on my channel that shows some sniping filters that have worked for me recently, so if you guys do want to check that out, feel free, the link will be down below in the description as always. You can either do that, or we also have the investing route, which I've spoken briefly about. So investing is when you buy a player at a low, when he's like on a low price. So for example, a player might drop 5,000 coins, you pick him up, a couple days later he's needed an SBC, or he becomes meta because a new player's dropped that gets a perfect link to him or something like that. So yeah, that just about wraps up the video. I think I've covered 3 pretty decent tips in this video. If you want me to make another one on this topic, including some different things, if you guys want me to cover more, let me know down below by dropping a comment, leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff. If I get a lot of support in this video, I'll make another one, as simple as that. And yeah, I hope you boys did learn something from this video if you are looking to progress in your trading journey. If you did, like I said, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and don't forget to follow my Twitch. If you have any questions and you want to come over there and ask me, I'm always happy to help. So yeah boys, hope you have a fantastic rest of your days, and thank you for taking time to watch my video. Peace.